that he could not advise the CBN on monetary policy, noting that the Attorney General himself ought to know that he does not have a choice but to advise the federal government to comply with the decision of the Supreme Court. The United States Ambassador to Nigeria, Mary Beth Leonard, has urged Nigerians to remain united and allow legal process for resolving challenges to the 2023 general elections take its course. In an opinion piece titled "The Elections of February 2025, the U.S. envoy said although it can be unsatisfying to end an electoral process in a courtroom in a constitutional democracy bound by the rule of law, that is where electoral conflicts can appropriately conclude. Leonard admitted that the electoral process on February 25 fell short of the expectations of Nigerians and called on Independent National Electoral Commission to promptly address challenges ahead of the March 11 gubernatorial election. She urged INEC to undertake a broader review of the problems that transpired during the last elections and what can be done to fix them. The ambassador also admonished the electoral umpire in all cases to share with the Nigerian public every information about the actions it is taking. In the meantime, the Independent National Electoral Commission has given assurance that its results viewing portal that suffered glitches during the presidential and National Assembly elections now up and running. It said that IREV portal would be deployed during the coming governorship and House of Assembly elections. The Chief Press Secretary to the INEC Chairman, Rotimi Oyekomi, said this in an interview with newsmen. INEC had received backlash from political parties, observers, individuals, and various interest groups for failing to upload polling unit results to the portal prior to the collation. Some political parties and individuals had relied on the glitch to demand the cancellation of the results. Meanwhile, checks by newsmen revealed that INEC has so far uploaded 161,624 results from 176,846 polling units 8 days after the presidential poll. The figure represents 92% of the results from all the polling units. As of the time of filing the report, the electronic transmission of results was still ongoing. Ahead of his 100 days in office, Osun State Governor Senator Demola Adeleke has called on the people of the state to vote the People's Democratic Party's candidates in the forthcoming State Assembly election. Governor Adeleke made the call while thanking the residents for their support for him last governorship election in the state, as well as the recent presidential and National Assembly elections. He called on the people to endorse the PDP again next Saturday to enable him to continue delivery of dividends of democracy. The governor, who reeled out his achievements since assumption of office, maintained that he has been delivering on his electoral promises despite the funding constraints, adding that their trust in him will not be taken for granted. Some of the achievements, according to the governor, are blocking of leakages in state finance, launching of Osun State on tech revolution through new tech innovation policy, ICT policy, and domestication of Nigeria Startup Act, introduction of Farmers Intervention Initiative, launching of the payments of backlog of half salaries, and several staff emolument issues. Also, he pointed out the commencement of payment of arrears of contributory pensions, approving almost ₦1 billion for Osun Rural Projects Development, implementation of mass water projects across 332 wards, launching of rehabilitation of schools and health centers, restarting the reconstruction of Oshogbo-Ikiro-Kwara border road, launching of mass road reconstruction across the